I am a next door neighbor to Barbara Staudt. For 20 years I've lived next to her. The flood was an absolute devastation to our whole neighborhood. It affected our house. It was about 2 feet into our first floor. We lost a lot of things. But I didn't really break down and cry until I realized Mrs. Staudt might not come back. We need her back in our neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Emma, and we need to bring Mrs. Staudt home. Mrs. Staudt lived in Germany during World War II. She already lost 2 sons and her husband, and now our foundation caved in. We need to help her.
Hi, I'm Ron. I'm one of Mrs. Stout's neighbors. Mrs. Staudt is 92 years old. She's the most wonderful person in the whole world. She has knitted literally hundreds of layette outfits for the low-income people in this area, and the least we could do is rebuild her home and get her back here so that she could be sitting on this front porch and knitting more layettes for the children of low-income people. Please help us.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Stout's neighbor. I grew up and was born right next door to her, and she's been a part of my life since the day I was born. She watched my children grow up, and now she's watching my grandchildren grow up, and she needs to come home.
I'd like to say to you, everyone in this neighborhood knows who she be, because she's been a grandma to many, many little children. And I'm quite sure that she'll be a grandma for many more years.
Hi, I'm Wendy, and I'm one of Mrs. Stout's neighbors too, and we got to get Mrs. Staudt back here, if at all possible. Mrs. Stout's been a blessing to our neighborhood. She's the grandma that we all never had, and she's like the great-grandma to my son, who's just turned 1. She's wonderful, and we are going to miss her if she can't make it back here. And my husband really loves her. She loves doing her Jägermeister with us, so please help us if you can. We got to get her back here. We've all gone through this together, and we're going to stay together through this time, and we want to do everything we can to get her back here. Thanks.
Stout has helped me out through a lot of things in life. During graduation, she made me a very special blanket for myself, and I had to refurbish it. My friend Rachel here actually did it for me, and it meant a lot to me that she did it. I just hope I can get her back here so we can talk again. Have a good old time.
In 3rd grade for school, we had to make a biography of someone who impacted our lives. And I did Mrs. Staudt, and I interviewed her in 3rd grade, and I made a poster about her. She was born in Romania in 1919, and she came to America in 1951 and worked at the Vestal High School. Then she got married in 1937 and lived in a little house in Vestal Center. But she moved here, and it's the best neighborhood she could have possibly chosen. Everyone loves her, and she can't leave.
I want to go home, pick up my pieces again, and want to enjoy my family and have a party again the way it was all the time. And if it's possible to go back home, okay, and if don't, I have to find another home.
Finish it the next day, we're going to do the same thing. So maybe Lynn, you see the water line there? You can see where the mold's already started.
Because she doesn't have anyone to come and clean it.
Oh, because they don't know what they're going to do about it.
Please, ABC, bring Mrs. Staudt.